Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's D Lloyd. I know. It's been a while. But we're back here, man. We have to talk about my guy, Nico Harrison, because he was fired yesterday. And as a Laker fan, I do have my opinions and my thoughts about his firing, right? Because he played a pivotal role in the Lakers' success to this point in the season and the roster that we have built. And I'm always going to respect my boy Nico. That's my guy. That's my guy. We need to build a statue up of my guy Nico in front of crypto. Why not? Why not, right? I thought it was a fantastic trade. But on the other end, obviously, a lot of Dallas Mavericks fans, and just frankly, a lot of fans around the rest of the NBA did not think it was a great trade when it happened. And that essentially led to Nico Harrison being fired. But was it premature? Should they have let him go? Let's talk about it. But before that, I do want to start out by saying, just imagine you're Nico Harrison. Imagine you getting a tweet from Shams saying that you are going to get fired in 37 minutes. That's crazy. Not that you have been fired, but in 37 minutes, they are going to inform you that you're going to be let go. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. The fact that happened, he has a timestamp at 10 a.m. They're going to let him go is A1 comedy to me. That is a crazy way to find out. Because I'm sure that's probably how he found out. But anyway, let's talk about Nico Harrison, right? Because he decided to make the bold trade in the middle of the night that I thought was a joke when I first heard it. Turned out it was 100% true. He decided that they were going to trade Luka Doncic a year after making the NBA Finals. And they want to get Anthony Davis, Max Christian, I believe a 2029 first round pick. I believe that was all they got. I'm not sure if they got anything else. I think that was literally it. And they traded, I think it was Max Kleber and one of the Morris twins, I believe, could have been in that trade. But essentially, it was Luka. That's what Lakers fans cared about. That it was Luka coming back, and you would have to assume, and I've heard both sides, right, that ownership knew that they were going to trade Luka, because there's no way that ownership did not know they were going to trade Luka. What I think happened was Nico pitched the Mavs ownership that, hey, we should move on from Luka. We're going to get AD. We're going to build this thing. We're going to be just fine. We have Kyrie Irving. We have Klay Thompson. We're good to go. Anthony Davis can go to the 4 because he always wants to play the 4 instead of playing the 5. He's been relatively healthy lately. Things are fine. That's what I'm assuming went, and it probably took a while before ownership said, okay, you know what? We trust you. You just built a team that took us to the NBA Finals. We're going to reluctantly allow you to trade Luka. But what they did not expect, in my opinion, was the backlash. Now, not expecting that is crazy. You would assume there will be backlash from trading Luka Doncic, right? Your franchise player, the player that pretty much grew up in Dallas, right? He always spent time there, that has shown loyalty, that has shown that he wanted to end his career there. So it wasn't really like a threat that he was potentially going to leave and you had to get out before it and trade him before he left and you got nothing. You pretty much knew he was going to be your franchise guy for a while. And you trade him to an older Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis, but he's older than Luka. Just numbers alone, you have a shorter window to try to win because you think pairing him with Kyrie Irving is going to be more beneficial. And as crazy as it sounds, it may have made sense if you wanted to win in a short 3 to 5 year span. Because Kyrie and Luka, yes, they played well together, but maybe the thinking is they're a little too close to the same. Spread it out, get a big to go with the point. That's going to be a dynamic duo with Klay Thompson on the wing. Then you have a traditional center in Derek Lively down low, and it could work. And when you look at the actual roster, it wasn't bad. And then on top of that, they end up getting the first overall pick. They get Cooper Flagg. You know Cooper Flagg is nice. He's going to end up being a very good player, all-star caliber player, maybe even a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, eventually, right? But that takes time for you to get to that level. And that's why I think it's a weird situation with Nico. Because it was a dumb trade. But there was light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, Anthony Davis got hurt, came in, had the retina injury, came into the season overweight, hasn't looked, fantastic. Still giving you 20 points a game, but not the 25 that we know Anthony Davis could average. Not playing great. Klay Thompson, we don't know what happened. Monstars just stole his talent. I think he's shooting like 18% from three, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Kyrie Irving obviously injured. You're not going to get him back to more likely February, maybe March. I'm not sure. So you don't have a point guard. You got D'Angelo Russell. Klay Thompson not playing well. You then move Cooper Flag, who is a great wing player, but you move him to point guard. Just because you could dribble does not mean you're a point guard. Two different skill sets. He's not a facilitator. He's used to, coming off the screens, having people set up plays for him, not him trying to set up plays for others, right? So you have Cooper Flag playing out of position. You have no true point guard. You have your big man Anthony Davis that's not the full Anthony Davis that you are expecting. Your second best player, Kyrie Irving, is not even playing. So Dallas got off to a terrible start. There's no way to sugarcoat that. A literally terrible start. But with that said, I think this roster is going to get better. I think they're going to start improving over time. And some of this could also be with coaching as well. But because of the public sentiment, because of the backlash, because reportedly there's more people wearing Luka Doncic's Lakers jerseys in the stands than Cooper Flag jerseys, which is insane to me. Because of the love for Luka that city has and their fans have, it just became a distraction where I would then agree that it is time to let him go. Because even if you backed him and said, okay, green light, make the trade, I feel like there's some time that had to be given. But because this is still a business, you have to protect the business, it wasn't beneficial to the business at all. There wasn't like a trusted process that you could kind of tell your fans so they could, lay back for a little bit and wait for things to take place. They're looking to win. It also doesn't help that Luka going crazy, averaging like 38 a game, 37 a game for the Lakers. That doesn't help at all, to be honest. Like Luka's out here dunking the ball. Come on now. We're getting pictures of Anthony Davis looking a little chubby, a little overweight. Klay Thompson can't shoot. Kyrie Irving's on the sideline. He's injured. Cooper Flag's playing point guard. Like it was the perfect negative storm for Nico. And that's why he got fired. And no, I don't think it was premature because of how everything ended up setting up. Is it unfortunate? Probably, because I'm sure the end idea was a lot better. I don't think anybody could complain about the roster that the Mavericks had. And that's Nico's job. I think everybody could admit they had a top roster that is not performing, that is not available, that has not worked. So Nico had to get axed. He had to find out from Shams 37 minutes before it happened. Crazy work. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. I think I have the idea. But did he deserve to go? Do you think Nico deserved to go? Do you think he deserved more time? Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. It's D Lloyd, man. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.